I want to show you guys 6 working glitches on the map Reckoning for Black Ops 6 Zombies. They're all really fun, super useful, and this one right here is my favorite one. This one you got to open some doors to get to it, so I'll first show you a couple of really good ones you can do in the spawn. All 6 of these locations will give you God mode from the zombies and the bosses. And the best part is that you can do all of them solo, and some of them work better solo. The 2 in spawn I'm going to show you first are just simple walking glitches. There's 2 blocks on the ground, and you literally just stand on the end of them. Now, there might be a lot of people that know about these locations, but there's one thing you may not know, and I'll show you that in a moment. But standing on the end of these concrete blocks forces the zombies to come at you from one direction. They can't attack you from behind or the sides. They are forced to climb up onto the block and then attack you, which slows them down and makes it easier for you to deal with them. If you're in a co-op game, all players can be on one block, or you can spread out amongst the 2. Having multiple players on one block could get you into some high rounds. Some strats you can use here is use stock option gum. I know we all probably have a lot of those. That allows you to not have to reload when the zombies are coming straight at you. Also, these blocks are close enough together that if you have profit sharing running, it will benefit all players on both blocks. Also, sometimes the zombies will pile up behind you when they're coming at you, and you cannot get hit from behind. They'll just pile up and stand there. And this is so useful if you're playing with other people and they need to go do something around the map. You can hold a zombie for them, or if you need to go do something out of game. And there's a way to get a zombie to stick here every time. All you have to do is not be on the block and have a zombie chasing you. It needs to be behind you, and then you step up on the end of the block, and then you just turn around and you'll see that the zombie will be stuck behind you. The zombie will stay there as long as you're standing there, and it won't hit you. It will die off after about 10 minutes in the round. Also, you can get into some moderately high rounds in this glitch. This is Cam. He's using the Cali sticks and Melee Macchiato with Espresso Augment, and he's absolutely tearing through these zombies. You can absolutely wreck the doppelgas like this. You're going to be safe, and the Cali sticks or the nunchucks are going to be good for this. You can unlock those in the armory, but yeah, Cam here, round 22, just shredding zombies with the Cali sticks. Now, you're going to be able to handle anything that comes at you except for the big boss. He's going to come in and be shooting his shit at you, so you're going to need to move. Also, there's a very cool co-op strategy using this position right here and another glitch spot that I'm going to show you in just a moment. So these 2 spots will give you a small break, and you know how sometimes you just need a break in life but still want to dive into a game? That's where Hidden Gaming Treasures on G2A comes in. From now until the end of August, G2A is bringing you a massive selection of games at special discounted prices, from old but gold classics that bring back memories to the all-time bestsellers you've been wanting to play for years. Maybe it's a game you loved a decade ago and want to relive, or one you've always wanted to try but the price was just too high. Well, now's your chance to grab it for less, and here's the best part. You can get them way cheaper than buying direct with fast, secure checkout, so you're playing in minutes. Plus, for my channel viewers, there's an exclusive extra 10% off. Just use the discount code QUEEN at checkout and save even more. Whether you're on your phone, tablet, or just looking for something quick between tasks, you'll find a title you'll fall in love with. So don't wait. Check out the collection, pick your hidden treasure, and start playing today. G2A, Gate to Adventure. Your treasure hunt starts now. Now I'll show you guys a co-op strat you can do with that one block on the ground. You can have a player up here on this wall in the spawn, and then have another player on that block. Now, to get up on this wall, I like to go up the quantum computing elevator. That's going to take you to the room where it's all the purple mushrooms. Go through this door, there's a hole in the ground, spin to your right, and then drop down. That's going to allow you to line up and parachute down on top of this wall. Now, for this wall, it can be great. You can do it solo, but there's a lot of things you can and can't do and stuff you need to be aware of. If you are on this wall and there are zombies on the ground running around, they will meet the crap out of you, and there's a way to get around that. It's best to get up here and land on this wall during a round change or when there are no zombies in the room. If you do that, then when the zombies spawn in, they're going to be stuck in these spawn points. There are 3 of them around the wall. You're able to shoot all of the spawn points, and these zombies will throw meat at you, but they have to spawn in, stand up. They'll take a moment to throw meat at you, but if you kill them, they don't get a chance to throw anything. If you're up here with other players, everybody can focus on a different spawn, but if you're solo, you need to to kill all the zombies at one spawn, then the next, then the next. And you're just going to be spinning in circles, basically. One thing to know is that if you are up here with multiple people and one person jumps down, the zombies are going to go after that player. And if that player leaves the room, those zombies are going to be loose on the floor and be throwing meat like crazy, so you cannot stay up here. But if that player stays in the room, the zombies will be attracted to them, and you're pretty safe up here. You might get 1 or 2 meat thrown at you, but it's very manageable. I'll show you that scenario right here. So Cam got down, he went through a teleporter, so the zombies are loose in the room, and it is now a meat fest, so I need to get down. But if you have a player in the room and they stand on the end of that block and create that pileup of zombies, you can help that player eliminate those zombies, and you can go to some pretty high rounds with this strategy. This wall is great for dealing with the big boss that comes in on 16 and also the special round robots. If you're up on the wall before round 16 starts, the boss is going to freeze outside of the map. He's not going to come inside, and then you can just kill the zombies down until you have just a few left. This next part would require 2 players, so one player would want to stay on the wall, the other wants to jump down and leave the room completely through an elevator or teleporter. That will unfreeze the boss, and he will actually come into the room and then freeze again. And when you're up on this wall, he cannot contact you with his electrical charges, and you can just stand there and shoot him. We tried to bring him in with monkey bombs and decoys, but those do not work. It does require at least one player to jump down to bring him in. And for the special round robots, you can stay on this wall and use decoy grenades to bring them in. If you don't use decoys, they're just gonna stay frozen outside of the room. If you're solo, you're only going to need like 2 decoys to bring in all of the robots. And with more than one person, you're going to need like 2 to 3 decoys. And for glitch spot number 4, this gives you God mode during the special robot round, and it's in the dark entity containment area. From spawn, you can take the executive suites teleporter and then head to another tower, and that's where stamina up is, and there's a ledge you can stand on. Now this ledge has some rules to it as to what you can and can't do and how you are safe and also not safe. Your whole team can get up here. You just get on this railing and slide over, and you are in complete God mode from these robots. You can see they're exploding here, and we are both not taking any damage. Now, if you're in the spot before the round starts, these robots will freeze in their spawns and they're not going to come to you, and you can have one player or yourself move out a little bit. They'll be attracted to you, and you can still be safe and not take damage. Right here, Cam's going to move out just a little bit to get those last few robots to be attracted to us, and you'll be able to pick up the max ammo and everything. Now, as far as the zombies, you're definitely not safe from the zombies throwing meat at you. Now, you could stand here and hold 1 zombie and survive the meat being thrown from 1 if you have enough perks and you're geared up, but a whole bunch of zombies, not so much. The way you can stay in a spot and be safe from the zombies is have, again, another player in the room running around attracting the zombies. They will completely ignore you and only focus on the person running around. Also, if you're solo here in this spot before the zombie round starts, they're going to freeze in their spawns. You'll be able to access maybe one of the spawn points, but you're going to be stuck with not being able to target or kill any of them. So if you're solo, it's fine for the God mode with the robots, but you're going to need to be in a co-op match to be able to do anything with zombies. Glitch number 5. This one's my favorite. It is a floor glitch in the Mutant Lab research area. I feel like this one is the best for high rounds. It's extremely OP with the loadout and augments that I'm going to show you. It's great for solo or co-op. You are completely safe from the zombies. You are safe from the special round robots and also the boss. To get into this floor glitch, you just come to this area where you drop through and push all the way left up against the wall and then really slowly walk forward. Once you drop, you just spin back around and you can push up into the corner to the right to make sure you're nice and safe, and everybody in the game can stand here. Now I'll show you the strategy I use to go high rounds. It is so easy. You don't need super guns here. You just need certain augments. But one thing that is really important here is you have to leave the door on the right closed. With all the doors closed in this room, the zombies pile up very nicely across the room and you can shoot all of them. If you open the door, they are going to pile up on the other side of that door and you have no access to them. Good news about leaving that door closed, you can still access the entire map. You can open Pack-a-Punch. You can get to Flopper that's on the other side of that wall, but you have to go the long way around. To get to Flopper, you go to the purple mushroom area. There's an elevator there. Go to the right, take the jump pad over to this tower, then make a right, and you're going to go upstairs and hit this other jump pad and go back to that other tower. This is going to take you to the mutant research test area. This is where Flopper is, and there are doors that connect you to that other room. You do not want to open those, and there are multiple doors in that area, and if you open one of them, it will open all of them, so you don't want to do that. But here you can buy Flopper, and yeah, you have access to the entire map. And you can see right here through this door right here, that is what you do not want to open. That is where you're standing, right there on the left in that hole in the ground. All right, now we'll head back to the hole in the ground, and I'll show you the augments that make this super OP. You need 1 bullet to take out 40 to 50 zombies. I'll show you how to be safe from the zombies, the robots, and the boss. And just like the wall in Spawn, if you get into this floor position while there are zombies running around, they're going to meet you, and you're not going to be able to stand here. The safest way to get into this position and be in God mode is to do it between rounds, when the zombies have not spawned in yet. Or if you're playing with other people and they've got zombies on the other side of the map and there's no zombies in the room, then you can do it. But if zombies see you getting into it, they're gonna throw meat. Now, what I'm doing right here and why I haven't shot any zombies is because I'm waiting for them all to spawn in right there. And then I'm gonna shoot them with my napalm augments, and 1 bullet can take out 40 to 50 zombies because of the way that it chains and kills them. It literally takes 1 bullet with napalm, ammo mod, and the augments. And this is like a throwback to Black Ops 3 and Blast Furnace and how OP it was. Right here I'm checking to make sure all the zombies have spawned in, they're not still spawning, and I'm gonna put 1 bullet into them, set them on fire, and then watch the kill count. It's gonna go from 1,163 to 1,203. That's 40 zombies with 1 bullet. I'll show you the augments I'm using for Napalm Burst, and Treyarch's been patching glitches like crazy, and we've not had really good pileups like this. And this pileup lets us use the full potential of Napalm Burst and these augments. The major augment I'm using is Firebomb. Burned enemies explode on death, spreading the fire to nearby enemies. And the minor augment is Incendiary. Each damage tick has a small chance to spread to a nearby enemy. I don't know if there's a better combination, but right now these are working really well. So what happens next is you're going to kill off all the zombies that are spawning right there, but there will be like 2 or 3 more outside of the map that you can't see, which is really nice because you're able to hold a couple of zombies every single round. And this works well because now you can go and grab all the salvage and equipment that the zombies dropped, and leaving a couple of zombies on the map where you can go and do stuff and then come back and get in position. In the higher round, you're going to get a couple of doppelgas to come in most every round, and they're going to be frozen outside the map while you're in the floor. So you just kill off everything from that spawn, leave a couple of zombies that are outside the map, then you jump in and the doppelgas will come to you. These things are pretty easy to take out, so you don't have to worry about those, but you're going to want to make sure that you have certain equipment before you get back into the glitch. What I recommend is having your decoys equipped and having 2 available at all times, because those are what you're going to use to deal with these special robot rounds. I also recommend having Ether Shroud. That's really going to help you when you're dealing with the boss. So just decoys, Ether Shroud, and then you can have some augments on your perks to help refill those. I would definitely get Vulturate and put on the augments that's going to either drop you more salvage or equipment, because again, you need to be refilling those decoys. Speed Cola has augments to help refill your Ether Shroud, and then Deadshot Daiquiri has an augment where you get critical kills, can refill your ammo, but again, with the napalm augments, you don't need a lot of ammo. Right here, I've got everything I need, and I've left 2 zombies on the map. I'm going to go ahead and jump in to the position while those 2 zombies are still on the map. I just kill them off, stay here, wait for the round to change. Now I'll show you how easy the special robot round is. Make sure you have 2 decoys if you're solo. If you're with multiple players, you're going to need 3, 4, and maybe more decoys depending on how many players you have with you. Once the round starts, you can just throw 1 decoy near you anywhere, and it's going to bring in half of the robots, and you're going to have access to be able to shoot and kill all of them. They'll come in and freeze on the right, the center, and the left, and once you shoot all of those, you can throw the second decoy. Also, something to know, you are safe from these robots. If they come up to you and blow up, they cannot affect you right here. You are invincible. And how that might happen is if you are with multiple players and one player comes over here and jumps into the position and they're chasing him, then yes, the robots will pile up right there at the door and blow up, but you'll be fine. And if you're solo, you can use this strategy if you're out of decoys. You can jump up real fast, attract them, jump back down, have them pile up and collect the max ammo ammo right there. Finally, I'll show you how to deal with the boss. This is great. You're completely safe from him here. So let's say you're in the ground right here. During the round he comes in on, he's going to spawn outside the map and stay there as long as you are in this position. Then you just kill off the round until you're down to a couple of zombies. Then you want to jump out really fast, wait until you can see him. Then I would go into Ether Shroud and get back into the floor. He will then freeze wherever he's at, and sometimes he'll come all the way over to you, but you're completely safe. You can just shoot him and kill him. This is an extremely fun strat to do, and hopefully some of you get to try it before it gets patched. Hope this helped you guys out, and we'll see you next video.